This is CBS 12 News This Morning.
Good morning, and this morning about 2.5 million people in Florida are now under evacuation orders as Hurricane Ian approaches. I'm Matt Lincoln.
And I'm Sam Kerrigan. Right now, Ian is a Category 4 storm as it moves towards the west coast of the state.
Right now, all of our area is under either a tropical storm or a hurricane warning, and tornado warnings. Several have been issued in our area. We have team coverage tracking Hurricane Ian all morning long.
We are following the damage from potential tornadoes in South Florida.
But we begin. Meteorologist Lauren Lesky with the latest track. Lauren, what can you tell us?
So Ian is a Cat 4 this morning, a very strong hurricane right now. You can see all the little dots around the eye there. Though that's lightning, and that's an indicator of strengthening with Ian. I think this is Max 2 behind me. Directors, if we're able to pull up Max 1, where I've got my graphics, we'll go over what Ian is doing. So we've got a really strong, powerful hurricane right now. This is going to be moving off towards the northeast, likely making landfall, thank you, directors, in southwest Florida later this afternoon, still probably as a Cat 4. So as this moves north, it's then likely going to be stalling and moving incredibly slowly across the state. That brings a very bad flooding threat, mostly to central Florida. When the hurricanes stall and stop moving very quickly, they dump more water. Their wind field expands and more rain falls out of the sky, especially when it sits in one specific spot for a long period of time. But that's for central Florida. We're dealing with a lot of the outskirt indirect impacts from Ian. Yes, we are going to see some gusty winds. Right now our winds are sustained around 15 to 30 miles per hour. We've had a tropical storm force wind gust of 43 miles per hour in West Palm Beach, even higher than that across other parts of South Florida. However, the worst of this is for the west coast of the state. Look at all the lightning spinning up near the eye. That indicates a strengthening hurricane. What you'll also notice is its shape. We've got all this moisture across central Florida. Look at all that dry air that we have here. The middle of Ian's going to continue to move off towards the north. So central Florida, really the I-4 corridor, that's where the heaviest rain is going to fall. I have friends in Orlando that said emergency crews up there were bringing pumps into their neighborhood because they're going to see maybe feet of rain. Our rain for us is 3 to 6 inches, which is definitely a lot less than feet of rain. But it's been very rainy for the month of September, so flooding is going to be a bit of a problem in a few areas for us. We do have a flood watch in effect for the next couple of days. Another threat for us today, isolated tornadoes. When these feeder bands move through, they set up almost as supercells, and they can create some spin-up tornadoes. We've already had a few issued for us this morning. We had a few overnight. We could see more get issued for the area today. I want to bring in meteorologist Jennifer Collins talking about more impacts that other parts of Florida could be seeing for this. We've got video here of Key West, Jen. So it's not just, the southern part of the state. It's up north through Fort Myers, the Tampa Bay area as well.
Yeah, we get updates every hour now on Hurricane Ian on its latest location. Currently, it's only about 55 miles off the coast of the Fort Myers area. And we are looking at a lot of lightning activity, like Lauren was talking about, right around the eye of the storm. It did strengthen overnight, now Category 4, wind sustained at 140 miles per hour. We're not going to see those 140 mile per hour winds. Who will see the potential of winds that high or even gusting up over hurricane strength will be along the west coast of Florida, especially right around the Fort Myers area. Here's a look at those wind speeds as we can get through the day today. Lauren, can you back this up a bit? I forgot to put pause points once again. But the strongest winds between the Port Charlotte area, Venice, up towards Sarasota, and then even down towards Sanibel. Look at these wind gusts getting up to about 98 mile per hour wind gusts in the Sanibel Island area. You can see one of our models shows the eye right off the coast of Charlotte Harbor. Look at that wind gust in Sanibel, possibly up to 127 miles per hour. And then even wind gust inland, gusting up even higher as we get through the day today and tonight. We're expecting much stronger wind gusts across the area. Not only are they dealing with the wind and the rainfall, like Lauren was talking about, but they also have to deal with a storm surge. You have a Category 4 hurricane heading towards the west coast. Look at the storm surge numbers that we got with that 5 a.m. update. Winds, storm surge anywhere from about 8 to 12 feet, even up to 6 to 10 feet down towards the Marco Island area. These bays and inlets, they are bays and inlets that essentially, water goes in, it has nowhere to go but into the rivers and streams and canals. There's a lot of canals on the west coast of Florida that the water gets into, gets over above ground level, and goes into one of the rivers. That's the Myakka River, the Peace River, the Caloosahatchee River in the Fort Myers area, and this spreads even further inland, so additional rainfall inland could lead to much more flooding threats. Again, the heaviest rain will be located along the I-4 corridor. We're looking at rainfall potentials, additional rainfall of anywhere to about 2 to 4 inches possibly across our area. Lauren?
I just want to say the Hurricane Center just came out with another update. Ian's still at Cat 4, but they just increased its winds to 155 miles per hour sustained.
Wow. Bring up Max 1 up behind.
Let's pull Max 1 up behind Jen if we can. So this just went up 15 miles an hour within the last hour and a half or so. They do have a special, of course, update that will be coming out at 7, but they just pushed this out to us through our NWS chat. That's on the verge of a Cat 5. So Ian right now, an incredibly strong, powerful Category 4 hurricane with maximum sustained winds of 155 miles per hour. I know Jen has another graphic in her show somewhere. I'm going to try to find it if I can. If not, Jen, you're going to do this when the next person starts talking to look at the possible wind gusts, which are certainly and likely significantly higher than 155. They're probably in that Cat 5 strength, but we did just want to give you that update, Matt and Sam. It's only getting stronger.
Catastrophic.
We can't say it enough. I mean, the west coast of the state is not used to this kind of storm whatsoever. And our team coverage continues with our reporters on the ground and in studio following the impacts of Ian here at home.
Yeah, let's get right out to CBS 12's Kara Duffy live near Delray Beach. And Kara, there's a lot of damage in that area from a possible tornado yesterday.
That's right, Matt. Sam, right now we are here outside of the Kings Point community where FPL crews have been in and out throughout the morning working to restore power and pick up any of the downed power lines, all following last night's storm. Now, they are keeping us a good distance back while they work to restore that power and get the area cleaned up here. But I want to show you some footage that our crews were able to get shortly after some of the first calls started coming in to Palm Beach County Fire and Rescue last night. I want you to keep in mind this is a senior living community, so all the residents here, 55 and older. You can see several cars with their windows blown out, one vehicle even flipped over, debris and trees scattered everywhere. The roof was also blown off of several top floor apartments. I spoke with one man who lives in the community. Here's what he had to say about what he saw after he stepped outside.
Like complete devastation, really. I mean, luckily from what I heard, I don't think anybody got hurt, but trees down, motorcycles down, cars crashed into each other, the whole balconies torn apart, broken glass. It's crazy.
Officials with Palm Beach County Fire Rescue tell us 2 people were taken to the hospital, including one person who got stuck in her bathroom after the roof collapsed. More than 30 people now out of a home this morning, but the Red Cross is helping them with temporary housing. In the meantime, residents bracing for more rain and wind throughout the day. And this area here isn't the only one that was hit hard by that possible tornado last night. I want to send it over to our CBS 12 Stephanie Valderrama. She's nearby, about a half mile down the road from us. Steph, what are you seeing there this morning?
I'm here at the Home Depot in Delray Beach on West Atlantic. The damage here is extensive, not so much to the building, but to the parking lot. And I'm about to show you just how strong those winds and the rain was yesterday. We're talking about bent metal that was picked up by the winds, moved across the parking lot. But one of the most impressive things that we've seen from this storm, I'm going to put my flashlight on it over here, is this massive uprooted tree. I mean, it was just ripped right out of the ground. Trees like this all throughout this parking lot. In fact, over here, there's branches and trees that just fell and crushed the carts, crushed the cart return. It even fell on some cars. We do know that when this happened, there were employees in the store. Fortunately, no one was hurt. It's just the damage outside of the store. We do know that the store is going to be closed today. Employees here arriving around roughly about 5 o'clock this morning to come in, assess the damage. They're going to be cleaning this area up. Once it is safe, I do want to let everyone at home know, if you are someone who has to go anywhere today, please be safe. There is so much debris and uprooted trees on the road. I cannot tell you the amount of people that are speeding down the highway here on West Atlantic. They're hitting that debris. It could cause damage to your car. You could even hurt yourself, pop a tire. If you do not have to leave, stay home. And if you are going to go anywhere this morning, if you have to go to work, be so safe on the roads. Sending it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Stephanie, thank you very much. And not very far from that, we saw some more damage, Sam.
Yeah, a lot of people waking up in that area in West Delray this morning to the damage from overnight. We want to get right to our Danielle DeRoss at the live desk with some new images. Yeah, we have pictures from the Floral Lakes community that's also in West Delray Beach, not far from Kings Point, which is where we were monitoring a possible tornado overnight. So these are some images that we just got in this morning. I want to show you here, if you can come back to us here. I was about to pull up an image of a tree in a driveway there in the Floral Lakes community. Thank you. You can see this outside of somebody's driveway this morning, a tree down around their vehicle. And then this is another view of their vehicle with a damaged windshield. Something cracked their windshield overnight. And then this is a view of what's outside their doorstep. So this is important to show you. I know these images are dark, but that's kind of the point, is that this all happened overnight. And waking up this morning, you may not fully appreciate all of the debris. Like you see here, we have what appears to be shattered glass and possibly pieces of a roof. It's really hard to make out what exactly is scattered here, but debris everywhere outside of this person's doorstep. And this is inside. This is pretty dramatic. This is what appears to be a bedroom. You see a bed here and possibly a blown out window, because these are pictures of blinds, and you can also see some shattered glass. So that's extremely concerning to see that in somebody's bedroom. Now, this family here who sent us these photos, they're okay. Nobody injured this morning. Great news. But there's extensive damage to their home. Again, this is in West Delray. This is in the area of Kings Point, near Jog and Atlantic. So this is a sample of what one family is waking up to this morning. We have to assume other people in a similar boat. So be careful when you're heading out. You may not fully understand the scope of the damage that's out there. Matt and Sam.
All right, Danielle, thank you. And Delray, not the only place in Palm Beach County seeing damage overnight. These are photos from a CBS 12 viewer from a home in the Aero Club community in Wellington. This is an uprooted tree in the middle of the road. Then we see it's a different tree, broken branches falling on top of the home, and then yet another tree, this one going through the screen door and into their patio. We also have a look inside the home with the debris there. Just in the same area, this Aero Club community also was under a tornado warning this morning here in Wellington. So this is just kind of the thing we're seeing, is that plenty of areas have been subject to possible tornadoes here over the past few hours.
All right, and now we want to show you a video here. This is a look at airport damage at the North Perry Airport in Pembroke Pines. This is from yesterday. The National Weather Service confirming that a tornado touched down there at this airport as well. You can see several damaged planes and hangars turned completely upside down. The airport was shut down temporarily so officials could fully assess the damage, which they will continue to do for the next several days. Thankfully, no injuries were reported here. Now, parents, we know school closures top of mind. All of our local school districts are closed today. Palm Beach County schools are closed just for today. St. Lucie, Indian River, and Martin County schools will stay closed through tomorrow. Okeechobee County is the only local school district closing for the rest of the week.
And in just hours, shelters will open in our area for people who need a place to stay safe. A special needs shelter will be up and running at the Department of Health in Okeechobee on Northwest 9th Avenue beginning at 8 this morning. A general population and pet-friendly shelter is opening at South Elementary at 10 a.m. And Indian River County will open 3 emergency shelters, the Freshman Learning Center in Vero Beach, the Treasure Coast Elementary School in Sebastian, and that's special needs only, and the Liberty Magnet School in Vero Beach is pet-friendly. Now, you can find out more about these shelters. You can track in anytime you want with our CBS 12 Storm Track Weather app. You can find the latest track, alerts, county-by-county preparations. Just search WPEC in your app store. We're back with more CBS 12 News this morning after this. Don't go anywhere.